Hey everybody, it's Jeremy here, and got a can of Pepsi 1893 Ginger Cola. Or maybe it's officially titled 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola. This is a little weird. So it advertises cola nut extract, real ginger, sparkling water, and real sugar. So, in fact, maybe is that if you actually have ginger ale, it doesn't really have much ginger content in it. Something like this might be a better option without actually paying a ton for a ginger root drink, which is good for stomach upset. If you have a little bit of a minor stomach problem, give it a whirl. The regular stuff would taste awful, so I wouldn't recommend that. So I was at Wal-Mart the other day. We had an early morning meeting at work, and so I had some time to kill. And I said, well, I'll go to Wal-Mart, get some cat food. I need it anyway, because Grace is in pretty rough shape right now. She had some issues with her paws, where the claws were actually growing into the beds. So they were sliced up and horribly infected. And she was in a bad way, and she's still recovering, I think, from all the antibiotics and all, and that whole series of things. It's like she's been declining a bit. I'm not entirely sure to the extent, because that was like $500 that I wasn't expecting to spend. So I'm not going to bring her in until it feels like something's horribly wrong. I hate to say that, I hate to do that, but there's also a financial reality to the situation, and there's also the reality of she's in her 20s. She's 20 now. She's made Spud's 19th birthday, which is pretty cool. But I'm not going to spend thousands on Gracie at this point. It just doesn't make financial sense. It hurts having money available for Spud as well as me. So I'm not going to do it. Anyway, there's nothing inherently to do with this drink. But I do love my Gracie, and she's amazing, and I've been making sure she's been eating well, and giving her fluids, giving her meds, make sure she can make a good, solid recovery. It's kind of slow going, but she's definitely doing better. But on to the drink itself. Nice goldish can. There's another version of this that is not ginger. It's in a regular black can. I figured I'd go with a ginger. Definitely smells different. It smells kind of like a soda, but not entirely. Yeah, it smells like a flat soda. It's very, very weird. Let's see. And it tastes like a very flat soda. Doesn't really have much of a taste to it, actually. Okay, there's the bite. Okay, so it's kind of, it's definitely ginger. It really does remind me of those ginger root drinks. My mom got those towards the end there, because they did help with upset stomach, and they were horrible. They tasted awful. This is like a less extreme version of that. So if you want like a palatable version, by the way, it's clear, so it's kind of like a Sprite in terms of the color. Not as fizzy though. It doesn't really pop or anything. It's alright. It's not horrible. It's certainly not the worst drink I've ever had, but it really, well, it was $1. Pretty high in carbs, high in sugar. Shockingly, not a significant source of nutrients. I know, amazing for soda. So I don't really know why they're calling it an 1893 name, other than to make it seem like it's old-timey. It should also go with the font and all, but it's okay. Give it a shot for $1. It's pretty small. It's basically the size of an energy drink. It's like 12 ounces. And it has a fair trade certified amount of sugar in it, so hooray. It is a premium cola. That's thank God. It's actually pretty low on caffeine. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, real sugar, no none of that Splenda stuff, just pure sugar on it. So it's okay for $1. I'm glad I tried it out. Yeah. Nice try. Now, when you do a big gulp of it there, you actually really do taste that ginger. So if you got like a mild stomach upset, give it a whirl. Maybe you need something, bring something in for work, help an upset stomach. It's a little bit less embarrassing than a Pepto, and you know, you can still feel a little better. Well, yeah, obviously, if you're going to upset stomach, don't drink a lot of this, because key to drinking a carbonated beverage with an upset stomach is to do it a little bit at a time. Because I remember doing that as a kid, and very upset stomach, and I wound up just vomiting a whole soda up immediately. So if you're going to upset stomach, just drink something like this in moderation. You know, nip at it a little bit, maybe you know, sip every 5 minutes or so. As it is, I'm about halfway done with it. It's all right. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it again, but for $1, it was worth it. So in terms of content, I'm currently uploading a Will Ospreay Vader match. I'm probably going to do a couple of those, and I completely forgot Vader was in 2K16. So I could have been doing these like Brock versus Vader matches this whole time. I'm probably going to do one later today, actually. And then maybe like Roman Reigns and Vader, and definitely Vader Flair. I love that match in '93. Sting Vader is a must as well, because they had a great series. I don't know how well the story of those would actually work in a game, because a lot of it was just like come from behind match psychology. But it should work pretty well. Vader versus Cena would of course be a lot of fun. I'm going to give that a shot later today. I'm also going through Inside on the Xbox One. Amazing game from the makers of Limbo. If you like that game, it's free on Steam, it's free on Xbox One and 360 for a little bit. Get Limbo, get this. They're amazing games. They're like horror movies, but psychological horror movies. And they're gory with what's happening, but not with what you see. So it's all about your imagination, filling in the blanks, and that's kind of terrifying. But they're great games. Give them a whirl. And that just about says it. Yeah, it's a pretty good little update. Yep, still rock and rolling at Best Buy. Got a gig with Inside Pulse, so I'm doing a lot of recaps there. I had them on my blog, and I thought, okay, here's a chance for me to do the same stuff I'm doing, up my game a bit, so you know, just be a little more detailed on it. Actually try to pay attention, which this past week was easy because it was a pretty good show. So it's going to be a challenge, but I pay attention more now, and I have to. You know, it's not a matter of I'm just going to screw around because it's my blog. It's a matter of, hey, folks are going to read this, and it needs to be good. I'm doing that, giving that a whirl, loving it. It's a lot of fun. Huge increase in exposure compared to my blog, where it's like a few thousand actually for New Japan coverage, which is really good. But it's also a matter of folks not seeing what's going on at times for the live shows and me having the screenshots. Which really, like my Wrestle Kingdom stuff, holds up nicely because of that. But that's a little bit of random stuff there. But hey, decent soda. Wouldn't recommend it too much. But you know, for $1, give it a whirl. All right, take care, folks. Bye bye.